Hey, it's me, Riker. Today we're going to have a look at my progress update from my starter account on the test server. So let's have a look at where I'm currently in campaign. So I'm currently in chapter 23-34 and I'm slightly struggling with the enemies due to the amount of bursts that they have. Additionally, the reasons why I'm struggling with these specific stages is because the enemy has a Grizzle and my main damage dealer is an Irons, and Grizzle significantly reduces the amount of damage he does. Most of the time, as soon as my Irons ult, he can easily one-shot 3 to 4 heroes with a single ultimate ability. So as soon as I just level up my Irons a bit, then this will be an easy chapter to complete. So let's have a look at my heroes. So from the previous update, I had a lot of mythic heroes and none of them were ascended. So I got extremely lucky with my pools. Essentially, I got my final copy of Pharrell and Odin, and this allowed me to quickly ascend them all the way to ascended tier. And for Screg, I bought my last copy from the Labyrinth store, and this allowed me to get him to ascended, which allowed me to get all of my ascended heroes into my Oak Inn, which allowed me to draw furniture. And as you can see, I have already 4 pieces of furniture on my main damage dealer. Additionally, some of my other heroes, such as Pharrell and Odin, already have a couple of pieces of furniture. So this is an excellent progress on my account so far. Additionally, I got a bit of food and I managed to make Daemon to Mythic, as this will allow me to progress through these tough Grizzle stages, because Daemon is extremely powerful against tank heroes such as Screg, Golas, any tank-based hero. He can easily chew through them as if they were nothing. And heroes such as Ainz sometimes struggles when dealing with tanks. So this will easily fix my problem with Grizzle stages, and essentially I am building my second team once I reach multi-stage fights in the chapters 30 and so on. So what I'm currently focusing on is maxing out Irons. So my next hero that I'm going to level up is Screg, get him all the way to 240. This will unlock additional abilities for Irons, and this will allow him to deal even more damage than he is already currently doing. And this will allow also to raise my hero level for these 2 characters. And as you can see, I've also leveled all my other characters to level 200. This has significantly boosted my power in both Arena, Challenges Arena, and Campaign. Additionally, because of this level 200 that I've managed to push to, this allowed me to easily push through the different faction towers, such as Lightbearer, Mauler, Graveborn, and Wilder Tower, as all of my heroes were extremely powerful, and this essentially closed the gap between me and the enemies. So as you can see here, there's a slight deficit for me and the enemies. However, this stage is slightly giving me a problem due to the Naras taking all of my energy as soon as they grab whatever hero they are currently targeting. So as soon as I get a mercenary or I level up a couple levels, then this will become an easy floor 80 clear. As you can see, I've also pushed through my King's Tower, as this gives a great amount of diamonds, gold, dust, and a couple purple stones. And then along the way, you get a couple of purple stones as well. So this is an excellent way to get a lot of resources for your account, especially faction cards. Once you pass the specific stages such as floor 80, there we go, a nice 12 Mauler faction cards, which would allow me to level my next Mauler on my list. So what hero am I planning to build next for my respective heroes? So I'm trying currently to get Rowan to Mythic Plus. As you can see, he's currently Mythic, 20 SI. He's looking very good, and he provides a significant amount of healing and support for my allies in both Campaign, Arena, and Tower. However, my Lucius is slowly starting to struggle, and I'm slowly starting to build my Arthur in order to replace Lucius as my tank. And essentially, Lucius is only there for his shield. So once he has shielded, essentially his use has been fulfilled and the rest of my heroes can easily deal with the enemies. However, at higher deficits, Lucius starts to get one-shotted, so I might consider building another hero like Arthur or Albedo. So the next hero that will be getting leveling up will be getting Rowan to Mythic Plus, and eventually I'll get him to 30 SI once I've built my Daemon to 30 SI as well. So for the Maulers, I'm building Scrath. The reason why I'm building him so early is to get 5 pool ready and to start building furniture on Scrath, as I only need 3 pieces in order to get 5 pool up and running and working. So for the Wilders, I'm currently sitting on the fence as to who I'm going to build. It essentially depends on which copies I get. So I'm leaning towards Raku or Saurus. However, it depends essentially on the copies, and I'm leaning towards one of these two heroes in order to build my next Wilder hero. So as you can see, I'm a bit struggling with my Wilders as I have no copies of Tassie, and she's already at Mythic Plus and she's maxed out, so I need copies of her. However, I'm thinking of getting a couple of copies from the Challenger store, as I'm nearly at the 3rd copy milestone at 450,000. I only need a couple 54,000 more Challenger coins and I'll be able to get 3 copies of Tassie. However, if I get copies from pools, from purple stones and other events, then I would go for Merlin. So it's between these two heroes that I'm currently debating on which one to go for next. And from the Graveborn, I had massive progress. Essentially, I got my final 2 copies of both Feral Odin, both furniture unlocked and upgrading them. As you can see, both of them are at 10 signature item. However, the reason why I'm not upgrading them any further, as I'm saving resources for Daemon. As you can see, is already 8 signature item. And once I get him to 10, I can easily get him to 20 signature item and push him even further using red choice chests that I currently have. As you can see, I only need food for Daemon. So this is essentially, I've got 1 and then very little food, but I only need a couple more copies to get in order to get Daemon all the way to Ascended 1 star. And once I do that, I will take additionally engrave him, as this will give him more stats, more damage, more survivability, and I'll be able to push even further through campaign and the various towers in King's Tower. So for the Celestial Arpeggians, I currently have these couple of heroes. I got lucky with Helios and Athalia, and I got a really lucky pull from a friendship summon. I got an additional copy of Awakened Tailene. Now for the Hypergenes, I got Zickus from a normal pool. As you can see, these are my only 2 Hypergenes. However, once I get 5 Ascended heroes, then I'll switch all of my diamonds and all of my resources into Stargazing for Lucretia, getting her as soon as possible to Mythic and Ascended in order to unlock her signature item, furniture, and engravings. So this essentially will allow me to get my 3rd team for multi-stage fights. And for my dimensionals, I'm using irons. Currently, I'm saving resources both for guild coins and hero coins. So these are my guild coins and these are my hero coins. The reason why I'm saving is because of the new hero that might get released called Baba Yaga. So this hero might be a dimensional, and if so, everyone will need to save resources, both hero coins, guild coins, and labyrinth tokens, in order to exchange for this hero, as this hero is a limited time only, and they become extremely more expensive after the event has ended. So I might stop my progress on Arthur temporarily. However, if I get a significant amount of labyrinth tokens, then I'll keep on buying Arthur, and I won't be buying anything else from this shop. So I'm currently 2 tokens away from finishing Arthur. Also, I have a couple of quests, both from campaign quests. So as you can see here, I only need to finish Arcane Labyrinth 30 times and I get a decent amount of Labyrinth tokens. Additionally, I get a couple from my Solemn Vow quests. As you can see here, a couple of tokens from there. And this might offset the deficit that I might have to get the new hero and buying Arthur as well. As once I have 3 dimensionals, essentially Albedo, Ainz, and Arthur, this will max out Albedo's buffs. So this is the next dimension I'll be getting, Albedo. So Albedo provides a significant amount of defense and attack power once she's leveled to a specific signature item. So after I have nearly finished at Ainz, so essentially having 1 remaining garrison that I need to still rehire him, then I'll go for Albedo. As you can see here from Albedo, she significantly buffs the defense capabilities. This will essentially make both Albedo, Ainz, and Arthur in most cases immune to all damage, and they'll be able to survive the entire fight and protect Ainz while he ults and one-shots the enemy. Now at 30 SI, this is extremely massive buff, as this buffs all dimensionals attack power, so she's extremely useful even when Ainz is not in the team. So she'll be the next hero that I'll be going for. So let's have a look at my heroes currently in my Oak Inn. So as you can see, Ainz is maxed out, Scrag is getting there, and both Pharrell and Odin have been fully unlocked. So let's have a look at the current heroes in my wish list. So first and foremost is Ainz. Then the next hero on my list is Scrag, as he's essentially my main damage dealer and essentially my main unit in the Mauler Tower, and he's a one-man army in that specific event. Then I have both Pharrell and Odin, as they are powerhouses in both PvP and PvE aspects of the game. Also, I'm trying to get Rowan, as this will boost his toughness and his effectiveness when using his potions. Also, I have Damon, as he's extremely powerful, and once I engrave him eventually, this will boost his damage and survivability even further. Then we have Grizzle. He's essentially just mainly there for bossing, and he will be also used in the Graveborn Tower. As you can see, I also have Lucretia. However, I just have a single copy of her, unlike Grizzle, who I just need food and I can get him all the way to 1 star. And then I have Merlin and Tassie. So both of these heroes will just essentially help me, once I get them to Ascended, they'll help me progress in the various towers and various other events in the game. So these are the current items or furniture that I have available for me. So I have a single furniture piece for Rowan, 3 copies already for Lucretia, so that's clearly giving me a sign that I should start stargazing for Lucretia as soon as possible. And then I have a single copy of both Grizzle and Tassie. So I also recommend that once you're in here, that you auto recycle all blue and purple furniture, as this doesn't give you a lot of buffs, and I would only recommend saving the legendary furniture, as this gives you a significant amount of stats to your heroes. So let's have a look at the stats they give. So legendary gives you 2 stats, purple gives you 1 stat, and the specific hero furniture gives you 3 stats if equipped on that specific hero. So legendary, as you can see, it gives you a dimensional boost. Then your class boost, as you can see, this is for mages. And in this case, because this one is mythic and it's equipped on Ainz, the correct hero, it gives a 3rd stat. So all of these stats vary depending on whether it's a large, medium, or hanging furniture. And the other piece of furniture, such as wallpaper, does not give you any boost for your allies. Till next time, like, comment, and subscribe.